Hey guys, and welcome to another video. So today's video is going to be a very special mock video. I've not done a mock video for a while. So without further ado, let's get into it. So then guys, this is the mock that I'm going to be talking about. Can't seem to pick that up. Hopefully some of you will know that this has been submitted to the LEGO Ideas platform. It's the first one I've done. I was encouraged to do it. I'll give a shout out to those that could encourage me in a second. But before I do that, a couple of things. First thing, if you would like to support this, and I'd really love it if you did, then there's a link in the description below to the LEGO Ideas page. Please jump on there, create an account if you have to do. It's free to create an account, and please support this. That'd be fantastic. As of doing this video, I have got 680 supporters, and I need 1,000 to get to the next milestone, at which point LEGO give you more time to basically get more support. Obviously the ultimate aim is to get to the 10,000 club, at which point it then goes to the LEGO Ideas team to review. But anyway, let's get into the mock itself. So I was inspired to do this mock simply by something I saw at a garden centre. So a couple of years ago, I think pre-COVID times, I went to a garden centre. I can't remember the garden centre I went to, but anyway, it doesn't matter, it's immaterial. And in that garden centre they had one of their usual kind of like Christmas displays where they have like lights and lots of sort of models and things, moving models and what have you. And there was a Santa's workshop there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a little video up to show you the Santa's workshop this is actually based off, and you'll see that particular model has movement in it. I'd hoped and anticipated that I'd be able to put movement in this, but I was a bit pushed for time to get this completed for reasons which I'll share in a second. But ultimately you'll see the inspiration in terms of why I designed this in the way I did. So the reason I didn't add movement, as I mentioned, is because I was a bit pushed for time. This was also to be added into a Winter Village collaboration at the Sheffield Brickfest show last November. Interestingly enough, just a little bit of a side note here, funnily enough, it actually snowed on the weekend of that show. First time it snowed in November for a long time here in the UK, certainly here in Sheffield. And quite ironic that I'm doing a winter mock and it actually snowed on that day. Anyway, that's a bit of a side note. So I'm going to get into some of the detail of the mock, and also, just while I'm saying, I'm holding onto this cable. It's actually got some non-standard LEGO lights in the back of it. I'll actually get my juice bank and light it up for you in this mock. But yeah, I'll kind of go into the detail a bit, and also a bit of the process that I went through in terms of getting it onto the LEGO Ideas. So yeah, basically from the front you've got a snowman build. So it's loosely based on a snowman that is in one of the LEGO standard Winter Village sets, but I've modified it a little bit. The Christmas tree is also loosely based on, I think, the Fire Station Winter Village set that LEGO, but again I modified it for the purpose of this. We've also got the Grinch midi figure, and he's just running away from the workshop because he's just pinched a bag of presents. And then inside we have got the production element of the mock, which is where the elves create the toys. And then on the other side we have got the wrapping, where the elves, as it says on the tin, wrap the presents. We've got Santa at the top, who is overlooking all of the production and all of the wrapping. And then we've got Mrs. Claus, who is on hand, if you like, for refreshments or to help out where necessary. And then inside you'll see that there are lots of things going off, so toys being made and presents being wrapped. It's built on a 32 by 32 base plate, which is white, and it's built up to probably about a brick thickness. It's not based on any other standard, it's not mill standard, so it's a little bit flimsy at the front. But anyway, that is it guys. In terms of the process, so when I first submitted this mock, it had a lot more elves, it had a minifigure snowman, and I had to basically modify it a little bit because that's the rules that LEGO have. So I had to reduce the number of elves because they didn't like the number of minifigures based on the size of the mock. and I had to replace the minifigure snowman with his minifigure build, because again it was classed as a minifigure, and again it sort of broke the maximum number of minifigures. I don't think there is a maximum. It's kind of like a ratio that Lego seem to have. They do have some sets that seem to break that ratio a little bit. I'm thinking like one of the Lunar New Year sets, this come out in early 2022. That's got quite a few minifigures for the size, but you know, rules are rules and you've got to kind of follow them. So yeah, I cut down the number of elves. I kept the Grinch because I wanted to keep that storyline in there, and I kept Mrs. Claus and Santa Claus, obviously because it's a Santa set. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to quickly light it up for you, and then you can see it lit up, and that'll be it. Right then guys, so I've got my juice bank, which is what I tend to use for these portable models. So this was plugged into this at the show that I did back in November. So I'm just going to press this button and hopefully it'll light up. There you go. And what I'll do is I'll hold it up to the camera a little bit, hopefully not breaking the wire, so you can see the lighting. Again, one of the things that I had to do when I was photographing this model for the Lego Ideas is I had to have the lighting off, because it's non-standard lighting kit. Again, the rules are they're not allowing non-standard Lego elements within the MOC. So even though it looks quite nice lit up, and I did have it lit up for the show, I had to have the lights turned off, unfortunately. So there you go guys, that is my Santa's Workshop MOC. As I say at the beginning, please head over to the Lego Ideas site and give it a thumbs up. And yeah, that is it. All that's left to me say is if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my channel, then please subscribe. Your support is always welcome. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you are made aware when I release new videos. Anyway guys, I'm out of here. Cheers, bye.